Hello, the following is a paid advertisement from the Russian Orthodox Church and does not necessarily express the views of Archie Luxury. Tobacco Metropolitan, the head of the Russian Orthodox Church, has stated that they have nothing to do with the duty-free importation of cigarettes, and any suggestions of this is a smear campaign. Please enjoy the program.
To it all. Chase an island to some faraway shore. Play the seas of Apollo. Sail the winds with the Skyriders. Or make waves down under. Come along and spend a day in another century. Shed your yesterdays on a green sea of floating grass. It's fun, it's fabulous, it's fast. After the snow is over, catch the freestylers on the downhill run with a magnum of après-ski fun. Look in on New York. Feel the Big Apple beat. Get the flavor of this big wide world. Feel the excitement from the Florida Keys to laissez-faire Greece. Peter Stuyvesant, the international passport to smoking pleasure.
Hello, I'm Archie Luxury and welcome to the program. Sorry for being a little bit slow there. I was just enjoying a wonderful Peter Stuyvesant cigarette. It's nice to have a bit of tobacco in one's mouth again. And yes, today I'd like to talk about the Russian Orthodox Church and Breguet. And Archie's a huge fan of Breguet. And one of the main reasons that Archie is such a huge fan of Breguet is because of its link with the Russian Orthodox Church. And if you do a bit of a Google search on Russian Orthodox Church and Breguet, you'll see the scandal from this year. And basically, it was a scandal surrounding a photograph of its leader wearing an enormously expensive watch, which happened to be a Breguet. The Russian Orthodox Church worked a little miracle. It made the offending timepiece disappear. Editors doctored a photo of the church's on the church's website of the leader, Patriarch Kirill I, also known as Tobacco Metropolitan, and they basically they what they forgot to do was remove the shadow of the watch on the glossy desk. It was the watch's reflection, I should say, the reflection, which appeared in the photo on the highly glossed table where the Patriarch was seated. The church apologized for the deception and restored the original photo, but it's quite an interesting thing there, and it's one of the main things that persuaded Archie to get a Breguet is because the Patriarch is a huge Breguet fan. And why not? And another huge fan of obscene displays of wealth in watches is Vladimir Putin. He's a huge wristwatch fan. He's got a Patek, a blank pan. He's got quite a collection there, and I'm sure he endorses the Patriarch wearing the the Breguet. What a good piece to choose there. And just hang on, just want to relight my cigarette. I just want to get some beautiful, fresh, crisp tobacco in my mouth. Peter Stuyvesant, your passport to smoking pleasure. And I gotta say, it's quite an interesting thing. And everyone's fucking come down on this patriarch just because he was wearing a Breguet. I mean, fuck! What would have happened if he was wearing, God forbid, a Tag Heuer or some other tacky low-level brand? At least with Breguet, he's in good company there. And the head of the Russian Church is known as Patriarch Kirill, and he's the guy with that ridiculous fucking thing on his head there, and he certainly hasn't been immune to scandal. And he was involved in the he was accused of profiteering an abuse of the privilege of duty-free importation of cigarettes granted to the church in the mid-1990s, and it dubbed him Tobacco Metropolitan. And the Department for External Church Relations was alleged to have acted as the largest supplier of foreign cigarettes in Russia. Kirill's personal wealth was estimated to be $1.5 billion by sociologists in 2004, and at $4 billion by the Moscow News in 2006. And it's a fucking interesting thing. He's also got links with the KGB. In the early 90s and later on, Kirill was accused of having links to the KGB during much of the Soviet period, as were many members of the Russian Orthodox Church hierarchy, and pursuing the state's interests before those of the church. His alleged KGB agent's code name was Mikhailov. Yes, Mikhailov! Great Breguet! And another evil fucker from the KGB is Vladimir Putin. Huge fan of luxury watches. And look, one thing I gotta say on the Archie Luxury channel, and I'll just say this before I enjoy one more drag on my smoking pleasure passport, Peter Stuyvesant, is that it's I always like to look at military dictators, despots, and and mean nasty fuckers for guidance on luxury watches, because they have such fucking good taste. You look to Pol Pot, Mugabe, all these wonderful leaders, and you can see their taste in wristwatches. And if ever you're not sure about a certain brand, just see how many military dictators, despots, and tyrants have flocked to the brand. That's often a very, very good guide, and it's absolutely fantastic. That's what Archie does. Archie looks to these leaders, and Napoleon was a huge Breguet fan. And I just want to say, just before I conclude this program here, is about Pussy Riot. I like any band called Pussy Riot. Can't be that can't be that bad. And 3 female members of the group Pussy Riot were arrested in March 2012 for performing a brief song in the Christ the Saviour Cathedral in Moscow, and they called on the Virgin Mary to chase Putin out. The women were arrested for hooliganism and later sentenced to 2 years jail. Commenting on the case, Kirill said they were doing the work of Satan and should be punished. You're a bit of an evil fucking fucker with your links to tobacco, the KGB, and just your evil fucker ways, but yeah, what a mean, nasty fucker that Patriarch is. What an absolute prick of a guy. And what an absolute fucking asshole. And just before I go on there, I'll just have one more beautiful Peter Stuyvesant cigarette, if you don't mind there. My smoking pleasure passport. And it's very good, just like any corrupt church or organization, they blame it on a 24-year-old female employee who, on her own personal inexperienced initiative, unfortunately this person showed pointless personal initiative without getting an approval from her superiors. Clearly this is a folly and a misunderstanding. Of course, we don't want to conceal anything. There is nothing to be ashamed of. You bet you're damn right! Wearing a breguet is something to be proud of! And we studied every photograph in search of anything that might seem weird to our compatriots. The embarrassing discovery further stoked anger over the church and its lavish displays of wealth and power. It also struck yet another blow to the moral authority of Russian officialdom. Yep, that's how it goes there, and yep, that's the way it goes. But there you go. If you're looking for some guidance on luxury watches, just look to your military dictators, despots, dictators, heads of most Russian churches, and of course the Russian leader himself. I'm Archie Luxury. Tell me what you think.
California on the move.
This is KNXT Los Angeles. It is 1 minute past midnight.
C-A-L-I-N. O-R-N-I-A. California.
Come to California, we are on the move.
They call it the Sunshine State. From Malibu to Laguna Beach, it's California, where everything's new and on the move. Take a galactic trip or a Jedi ride into the future, where Conan comes alive in the City of Stars. First up, Universal Studios, Hollywood, USA.
Welcome to Universal Studios. You are on galactic space. Be prepared for anything.
We are being invaded. We are being invaded.
Full alert, alert, full alert, alert. Prepare for ice tunnel ejection. Ejection complete.
In the age of Merlin, eons ago, a boy drew a sword from a rock and became Conan.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, Universal Studios present the good, the bad, and sharp-shooting Sam. magnificent Universal Studios.
Welcome to America's Six Flags Magic Mountain. Watch the U.S. pro diving team shaping up for the LA Summer Olympics. And fly the rails to see the Six Flags ski team in action. Just for the fun of it, chase the laughs in the 360-degree roll around the revolution. And roar in a razzle of a ride down the incredible Colossus. Before you fly, take a spin and ski barefoot, or make a lively stop and electrobop or breakdance where the action is down on Sunset Strip. California on the move from Six Flags Magic Mountain to Conan's Universal Tour. A suncoast of fiction and fantasy. That's LA today. California on the move. This is the exciting world of Peter Stuyvesant. Alive, vibrant, full of fun. Peter Stuyvesant, the international passport to smoking pleasure.